little bit more, cameraman. Are you following? Thank you, cameraman. Thank you. All right, my cameraman right now is Jace. He's underpaid and not happy. So y'all know why y'all are here. Of course, we're going to announce the location of Nationals. Some of you guys that watched my Facebook earlier saw that I was by a beach hotel view. Rigo Ramirez busted me and said I was not in France. He has stalker skill levels at the all-time high. He will never, ever meet one of my girlfriends, ever, because it was creepy the way he found out. Girlfriend. We are live.
They know now.
But they know who they are as they're tuned in. So what we're going to do today, man, we're going to announce Nationals. We're going to announce some other things. Of course, I'm here with the Abkc president, Dave Wilson. I'm here with Animalville's own Hakeem Brahma. I always say your name wrong. Is it Brahma? Brahma.
That's all right. There's one he called you Hamash.
I said Hamish, which is a biblical name. And of course, we're going to be joined in a little bit by my man Nate Dewsbury. He's making his way to
He's coming
his chair
around
right now.
He's
Here he comes right now.
Yeah.
This is a high-tech operation for everybody that was wondering how we do this, man. But if you guys didn't know, this is the 13th year of Nationals. 13th year of Nationals. 13th year. Let's get me right in the middle. Got me a little bit off right now. A little bit to the right.
His way. All right.
Woo! Man. Anyway, it's the 13th year of Nationals, so we're excited. November 16th, of course, it goes down at an undisclosed location. We're going to disclose that location to you today. If you're following us and you are on Abkc official website, are we on there too?
My page.
We're on Deanna John's page too. So if you don't like the view, you can go to any of these pages, Dave Wilson, Christopher James, Hakeem, or Nate, or Deanna, and be able to see it live as it's happening. Y'all check that out. So it's the 13th year.
Yep, it is. It's the 13th year.
It's the 13th
Been a
year.
long run so far. Yeah.
You started in Michigan.
We started in Detroit, Michigan.
All right.
That was the first ever Nationals, and we've grown quite a bit since then. I think we've been completely around the United States more than once since then.
Yeah, we've been in Atlanta twice, California twice. Everywhere else, I believe we've only done one time, so this is the first time that we're doing. Last year, of course, it was in Louisville. We're going to announce, of course, where Nationals is. Before we do that, we have to let you guys know what you can do with this show and what you cannot do. Number one thing you can't do is buy a booth right now. You can't buy a booth today.
No, but you will be able to pre-register once we're done today, and the booths should be going up within 2 weeks. Since we signed a contract today, we have to work with a decorator, so it's going to take a couple weeks to get the layout done. Then you'll be able to buy booths.
Yep.
You will be able to pre-register. This Nationals is going to be the first ever pre-registration only Nationals. So we want to have a total of the dogs competing in advance. So after this airs today, tomorrow you will be able to register for the show. So make sure this year you do pre-registration. Like I said, it's pre-registration only. So we want to count of all dogs prior to the event. So that'll be available tomorrow.
Oh my God. Pre-registration only. For y'all that don't understand what that means, it means that you can't show up there or show with your dog and then not be registered. We want to know what dogs are going to be showing, and that's the way it's going to work. So if you're not familiar with that process, get familiar. You have about 6 months to do that. But basically what that means is if your dogs are Abkc registered, you're going to, just like you get a booth, you're going to register your dog for the show. That means if it's in a pocket class. I know what you're going to ask me, because I'm smart like that. What if my dog champions out after I pre-register?
Well, we already know that.
People don't know that.
See the co-host. See, I gave him a perfect segue to give an informative answer. We already know that shit. No. What we're going to do definitely is, if your dog becomes a champion, you will then let the office know that, hey, I pre-registered for Nationals.
The way you've registered through the pre-registration, you'll just be able to do an update. It's just that simple. So
wow.
That's the end of it.
All right. So that's going to be. Now, I know what you guys are going to ask next. What about my dog that's coming to the show, but he's not going to be showing?
For this particular venue, which I almost said the name.
Almost. Somebody's going to blow it.
Somebody's going to.
Everybody's jet lag. Everybody has flown in from somewhere.
In fact, something is happening going on right behind us right now. It's dropping.
Oh my goodness.
Can somebody fix that, please?
Can we get a little bit more tape? Can we get a little more tape?
Yeah, something here, yes.
Oh,
that's my giving self away beforehand. So,
all right,
I'll leave it alone.
So like we said,
we're good.
Pre-register. All dogs got to be pre-registered. So if you're going to show, it's got to be pre-registered.
So for this particular venue, it's a very high-end venue, probably the nicest venue that I think we've ever had. You got a chance to see it today. You guys have seen it before. So it's their rule there is they don't allow only dogs coming in for competition. So they don't allow anybody just to walk in with dogs. So you have to be competing in the event to enter there. However, if you have a booth and your dogs are going to be in your booth, displayed in your booth, and it's part of your booth display, that constitutes competition for the venue. So
All right.
either you're going to have to pre-register for the show, or when you get your booth, you're going to have to register at the time. The amount of it'll be an average is 4 dogs per booth or whatever it is, and you will have to give a list of the dogs that you're bringing with you. So we have documentation and record of that. So if the venue has these dogs are with this booth, so
All right. So we're gonna get to that where it's gonna be in a minute. Now you guys got that information. Pre-register. Get them in. You can do that with
And Regina.
Regina. Regina Goins is gonna be handling it.
it'll be on the Abkc Nationals
Yeah.
page. Same.
Is that up yet?
Yes, it is up. It's always up. It's never down. It stays up. Year
Abkc National page is up right now, so you can do that. Ringside booths will be available.
Correct.
We're gonna
First
do
come,
that.
first serve. We don't have favoritism in that. It's first come, first serve for the ringside booths. But
Yeah.
once again, once we deal with the decorator, then we get the booth layout, then we'll be able to put those up for sale, hopefully within 2 weeks.
Yeah, if you want to pay me first, you can.
Not if you want a booth, though. I'll just let
If
you
you
know.
want a ringside
Pre-register
booth,
recruit.
parking is included with that if you get it through me. That's it. You know what I'm saying? Con Wynn says, what if he's broke?
Then get it through you. You can go to Bully Show.
Come to me, man. I have payment plans for booth. I
Now,
said payment plans.
as you know,
And Con, I'll sell you a booth for a pup back. First pit Rocco pup, I'll get you a ringside booth. That's what we're gonna do. All right, so we got that going on. We're gonna make the announcement.
Plus, just so you know that we've never priced nationals at a very high. We've always kept it at a very competitive rate. We've never had $500 booths or anything.
Why-
like
why
that.
not?
Because it's the People's Registry. We've always done this for the people, try to make it accessible for everybody. So we never wanted to be something where, as you know, it's not a profitable event. We spend a fortune just on trophies alone. that
And
we've never
bringing me
seen.
in is a
So
fortune.
we're trying to make it, and bully the kid,
Bully the kids'
yeah,
room.
4 white towels,
There's
bottle
a
of
fortune.
champagne.
There's
you
very,
know,
a lot of stuff going on. Hakeem, now Hakeem, you were involved with Chicago.
Yeah.
It was a beautiful venue.
Did you just give away the event, that location?
No, it's Chicago.
Chicago. We did
Okay,
that a couple
okay,
years
okay,
ago.
all right.
Like I said, people are approaching 65. A lot of things go
I
on
know,
there.
I know.
But
No,
Chicago,
I'm just
they
making
got a
sure
couple
that
of
we
years
could
ago.
be sitting in Chicago right now.
We could be sitting in Chicago.
They
but
don't know that.
Here's a tip: we are not sitting in Chicago. Everyone flew in today, different ways, got here to see us. But Hakeem, you were involved in Chicago.
Uh-huh.
It was a great venue. I loved it. Navy Pier. It was historic, and being able to bring a bully show to such a great event.
Yeah.
One of the things that happened, I'm sure you remember, is we had a big problem with cleanup.
Yes.
A big problem. So if you guys don't know what that means is, we ended up losing Navy Pier.
Yeah, I mean, basically, Navy Pier was unhappy with our guests treated their venue. People chose to not clean up after themselves, and that's something we need people to emphasize on.
I mean, in the history of ABKC, we have never had a problem with a venue as far as nationals. We have a great reputation with all of our nationals venues. Every year our nationals venues are able to cross-reference with the previous years to find out how we did, and we've always got a great referral from all of them. We've never ever had an issue, it was unfortunate at Navy Pier that there was a lot of people that did not clean up after the dogs. There were people that were walking in different parts of the convention center
Yeah.
Right.
and allowing the dogs to go to the bathroom. And thing is, if it's a carpeted area of a venue, a dog shouldn't be in there anyway. Anywhere
Right.
inside of a venue, if you're not in the actual hall, you're not supposed to be walking around a convention center
Correct.
with your dog. So, and with us, we have a certain way the dogs come in and a certain way the dogs go out. And that's what we have to do at all these events. So we don't rent the entire convention center. So we don't have access to the entire convention center. And again, most of those places are not set up for dogs. So very unfortunate for us because we've had an excellent credit reference for all these years, since 13 years until that particular one, because people weren't cleaning up after the dogs and they were going in parts of the venue where dogs weren't supposed to be.
Right. That's the number one thing that we want you guys to know about Nationals this year is you have to clean up after your dogs. I know y'all are used to me yelling that on the microphone. This year we're letting you know beforehand. The venue, like all Nationals venues, whether you've been around like me from San Bernardino and Los Angeles to New Jersey to Louisville to Chicago, one of the things that we like to do is bring the event to a very, very, very nice place. There's no different this year. It's a very nice place. You are going to have to walk through breezeways and things like that.
Possibly not.
Possibly not. But we want you to be aware of where you are and where you're going at all times, because this is a very nice venue. If there is carpet underneath your feet, carry your dog in, please.
If there's carpet on your feet, turn around.
You should
You've
be
gone the
there.
wrong
You should
way.
be there.
You've gone the wrong way.
Yeah,
You've
you went the wrong
gone
way.
That's true.
the wrong way.
If there's
carpet
carpet,
under your feet,
you've gone the
the
wrong
wrong way. Yeah, that's
If
the
your
wrong
carpet's
way.
under your feet, return to the street. That's
There you go. That's the way. I'm
We're gonna
looking
have
for
that.
that one.
So there should be no carpet. This is a nice venue, like we're saying the whole time. We can't wait to tell you where it's gonna be. This person, man, look at all these people have votes. Real quick, does anybody have a vote where they think Nationals is? We have a $5 reward for anyone who gets it right.
A reward.
Payable by ability to keep.
Yeah, I'll pay $5 if you can guess the right place. I'll pay you $5, but only one person. One person.
You better clarify that.
One person.
No, that's not gonna do that.
Ooh, Florida, man. Florida. Houston,
Well,
Florida.
we've put out
St. Louis.
a lot of false information. So there's a lot of people thinking it's somewhere that it's really not. So
Yeah, I put out a lot of false information. I straight up lied. I dressed. What was the dude from Empire? Juicy Smollett.
Oh yeah.
I did a lot of that information all day. Arizona. Ooh, that's a good one. Man, that person's close. OKC. Oh, I like Oklahoma City. Alabama. Alabama was my vote to never go to ever in my life. I'm just joking. I love Alabama. Shout out to Alabama people.
I like it.
Atlanta. Yo, I love Atlanta. I'm gonna tell y'all right now, it's not Atlanta. I wouldn't have had
we've
to.
shown a little favoritism. We've been there 2 times. In that. LA and Atlanta have had 2 nationals. So
The person says the United States. You know what, man? We thought about going outside of the United States. I did.
yeah, but that's why we have nationals, Euro nationals,
I
Mexico
thought about going to
nationals.
Barbados, Turks and Caicos.
Yeah, I thought about going to
We were
Bora
gonna
Bora.
have
In fact, I've said
we were gonna have a 4-dog national.
Turks and Caicos,
But it'll
you're
be
not-
pretty.
You're not gonna
It
go
will
there.
be pretty, and I'll be there early.
That's part of the United States.
Yeah, that is true. See,
St.
now you're
Thomas-
talking
St. Thomas
St.
part of the
Thomas.
United
St. Kitts?
Yeah.
St. Kitts?
That's
I've
St.
been
Kitts.
there
Yeah.
my whole damn life in Chicago. Yeah, that's it. All right, so y'all are guessing, man. We appreciate y'all guessing. Like I said, you know what, Deanna? You should have let me give away a free registration one.
I mean, you can do it still.
Nah, I changed my mind. $5 sounds better. So, let's not get crazy. $5. All right, so we're gonna announce where that is. We got a couple of other announcements we want to make before we tell them where it's at, though. We're not gonna tell y'all who the judges are today.
Well, let me start real quick before that. We do our best every year to give you all the best show that we can give you. This is the one show hosted by us, Abkc, and it's for you all. We do everything that we possibly can. We get trophies, custom trophies by Matt Hicks.
Ooh.
And we'll talk about the new trophy in a minute. But top of the line trophies you cannot get anywhere else. They're only available for nationals. And every year we try to step up. We try to hit another major city, and we try to hit a higher caliber venue if possible. We try to give you the best atmosphere that we can possibly do for you all. We decorate it to the T. We do everything we can. This is your show. This is just Abkc, our gift to you all for competing all year long, and we try to give you a premier event at the end of every year. So all we ask from you all is that you all look after the venue. That you all take care of your dogs, clean up after your dogs, and do not leave the venues or the hotels, both places, because when we leave a city, we want to leave a positive footprint on that city. We want people to say, hey, the Abkc Nationals came here, they were great people, they were great dogs, and it brought a great event to our city. We would love to have you all back. So our goal, and the only thing that we ask from you all, is to leave a positive footprint, positive impact on wherever we are for the event. So clean up after your dogs. Clean up in your hotels, everywhere you go. Just remember, we're here as guests. This is a breed that not everybody knows, and it's a breed that this is our opportunity to shine in a major city and give our breed and all the breeds a platform to compete and just give a positive look. So that's all we ask of you all. We'll do everything for you. We'll continue to bring these great events to you. We'll continue to give trophies, everything that we can do at the highest caliber. But we just need you all to represent yourselves and your dogs the right way. Please, please clean up after your dogs. Do not leave a mess anywhere you go. There's nothing wrong with cleaning up after a dog. I don't know why some people might feel embarrassed about it, but that's what you're supposed to do. That's what a responsible dog owner is, and that's all we want. If you're not a responsible dog owner, this is not an event for you, and we don't want you at this type of event. We want responsible dog owners, and we will do our best, as we always do, to give you a great event. Just do that and make sure we all are responsible dog owners and respect the venue, the hotels, and the locations at this event.
Right, and we're going to supply everything you need to clean up after your dog, so there's really no reason not to do that. We're going to give you pooper scoopers and mops.
Well, we have all that, but everybody who's a dog owner should have 3 things with them. You should have cleanup bags, paper towels, and some type of cleaner.
right.
Everybody. When I went to dog shows in the days, I always carried a little kit with me. And in my kit, I had everything I needed to clean up after my dog. I had everything I needed to groom my dog, and I had everything I needed for handling of my dog. Everybody who competes with dogs should have these things. You should have a little kit. I used to carry around. It's just like a fishing box, a tackle box. And I had all those things in it. So if you're a dog owner, you should always have those things. You should never come to a dog show. Number one, you should never come to a dog show with your dogs not groomed. Nails cut, dogs clean, all those things. You are putting your dog on display. You're competing with your dog. Your dog should be at its best representation. So you should never come to a dog show without first grooming your dog, without first cutting your dog's nails, and having the proper equipment for your dog. Like I said, you should have your own cleanup supplies. We supply mops and things like that, but that's just to help clean up the aftermath. They're not there for you to clean up. You're supposed to bring your own stuff.
I think that was a great public service announcement.
All right.
You just chastised the entire community.
And that's what needed to happen.
You just went off on the entire community. People are clapping and cheering. This is like when Donald Trump did a speech and people stand up. And I'm the person on the back end just looking like
Abkc great again?
yeah. But definitely pick up after your dogs, man. We've had some great moments here. We also hope that we can honor some dogs that are going to be coming out. That's one of the things I want to be able to do is honor some of our things. If you have a previous national winner and that dog is alive, we invite you out to the show. We want you to bring those dogs out. I would love to do something at the beginning to recognize previous national winners that aren't showing anymore, of course, if they were to win. We have some great dogs that are still alive that have won nationals still. I would like to do. I just made that up right now while we're here. We're not going to give you an award. I'm just going to bring it up.
For sure, what we do at every nationals is, we have top 10 competition all year long.
That is going on.
And the top 10 competition ends the week prior to nationals. So at nationals, prior to the show, we award all of those dogs, a top 10 for every breed. So
you need to be there. You need to be there. That's a
If
great thing.
If you are in the top 10, you're going to get highlighted.
Right.
If you won the top 10, you're going to get awarded your trophy.
Right.
So you definitely want to be there at nationals if you were a top 10 contender.
Yeah, or one.
Especially
I've won.
if you're the winner.
Yeah, I've won. I don't like to talk about it because I'm a very humble person, but I've won it 3 times. And when I did, they didn't give me my trophy there. They mailed it to me in a box.
Not last year. Last year,
I didn't win last year.
Well, then that's the problem. See,
I didn't win last year.
Yeah, you were outdated. So,
Yeah, I'm just saying. I don't know. When I won, it didn't matter. No one said anything. I just had to make my
it's a
own.
new
vote.
world, man. It's a new world. The trophies are there at nationals now.
But
that's the way we do it now.
the trophies will be there, so it's going to be exciting.
Yes.
I think everybody's ready to announce it.
Yeah.
Well, let's before we announce it, let's just let them know the other things we're going to talk about after the announcement, so we don't lose people who are interested in the.
And people that just want to know where it's at, we're going to talk a little bit about the Abkc and genetic testing.
Yeah, today we have Rogue Science with us, so we're
Cameraman.
cameraman, slacking over there.
They were still talking about them. Keep
So,
the camera on. You take
We have an announcement between us from Rogue Science and Abkc what we're going to be doing for the American Bully breed this year. And so please stay tuned. Don't sign off right away after we announce where it's going to be, because we'll give a discussion on some of the projects that we're
And
working on.
everybody's going to want to get involved. I'm telling you right
Yeah,
now, it's going to benefit the entire
But
community.
if you own the American Bully breed, this is something you want to be involved in, and it's something that we as Abkc and Rogue Science are doing for this breed. So it's time to do what we're going to announce, and we'll talk about that in a minute. So I just
I'm
want to make
excited.
sure that they know we're going to speak about that after, and any other topics that you might have had.
Sean Main's ready.
Sean Main is ready.
All right.
Yeah, a lot of people have never tuned him
He
out.
wants to know.
I'm gonna tell you guys right now, the reason that we're doing this too is so that you can book your hotels early. It's in a major city. It's a major tourist area. They sell out quickly. You may have heard of things like the Super Bowl, NASCAR races, golf, NBA playoffs, college basketball, soccer tournaments,
Food.
all these things that happen in the
Most
city.
importantly, you are not going to be at a shortage of places to eat.
Listen,
Yeah.
if you say food and Dave Wilson, anyone that's known you knows that this place has to be in the city that Dave goes.
I need to eat.
New Orleans
I
had
like
one.
to eat when I go somewhere. I like to
Atlanta
eat.
had one. Did Chicago have one?
Chicago. No, you did. You Portillo's. You ate at Portillo's.
You know, I didn't like the Chicago food. Chicago food was a little wild.
Oh,
well, not in this
yeah,
conversation.
nah,
Lean
nah,
back
you
on
ain't
this.
go nowhere.
Jersey food was the worst.
You ain't go nowhere.
Yeah, that one took me out, man. You're the MC, you just show
So,
up and
before-
White Castle.
Before we announce, we did search a lot of different locations, And there were a few top contenders this year of where
Charlotte?
we were going to do. No, there was a few top contenders of places where we were going to go. And one thing we had to take into consideration was Nationals has actually started to turn a very high turn of international dogs as well as
Yes.
the United States. So we needed to find places that were easy to travel internationally. So a major airport was a major factor in this.
Definitely.
Food was a major factor in this.
So when people were mad about why didn't we go to Jackson, Mississippi, it's because your airport has 4 planes and everyone arrives by carriage. So no, if you didn't have a major airport, we couldn't go there. By major, we want to see international in front of the name. International means from other countries. Okay, so some of those places were eliminated. I like Charlotte. I wanted Charlotte really bad.
I mean,
I wanted Nashville.
You wanted Nashville?
Yeah.
Nashville was closed. Nashville was closed. They did the draft. The NFL draft is next week.
Is it in Nashville?
So by everybody saying what they wanted, basically y'all are giving away or taking things off the plate now. So, yeah,
I
y'all
mean,
speaking up
we
on
have
what
a
you
very
should-
listen.
on
We
what you
have
wanted
a,
here,
we have
you
a
know?
big country.
Yeah, yeah.
For them to go through, we named 2 places: Charlotte and Nashville.
Okay, so now y'all know it's not Charlotte and it's not
This
Nashville.
one says they have 2 airports in Houston. We don't need to have 2 airports. New York has 2 airports.
Yeah, I didn't think we were looking for
Atlanta
We
has
just
2
needed
airports.
one with the international.
There's
That's
one
all.
that mattered. Yeah, no. Dallas has 2 airports.
Yes, it does.
We got some people walking in the back of my studio.
Yeah.
Kick them out! No, I'm sure. That was just gonna happen if they didn't clean up after their dog. All right. So
You go.
I'm gonna name the 3 places. 3 places that we are down.
So anyway, you're giving away $5 or registration or what are you giving
I'm
away?
giving
Did you
away
get this clear now?
one $5
How you gonna
prize.
pick the
Someone's
winner?
already
This is
guessed.
all-
Yeah, because
Someone already guessed
now
it.
you've got
Some
all these
people have already guessed it.
already. You kind
Yeah,
of
how
didn't
you
think
gonna
this
pick
one
the
out.
Well, no, he's
Yeah.
missed the guess because people have guessed it already.
Wisconsin International Local Airport. That's true.
Hey, they got cheese there.
We can't. You guys got to also remember this is in November, people. What are you doing?
Gotta flip it back.
Time of year.
What is going on?
Well, you can do it from that way. I mean,
Flip it
just
around.
flip it
I need to
back.
look at
Yeah,
myself.
How do you flip it around?
There's that little button. You
That
know,
little thing that's
help them out. Hit the button. This is
hit
an
the
iPhone
camera back right.
XS,
Y'all gotta get
man.
yourself on there.
The camera is facing him.
No, flip it where I
Flip
can
it,
see
yeah, because you
myself. I
turn
need
the
to
whole
talk
thing
to
around
myself.
now.
Like
Yeah,
flip it.
yeah,
No,
yeah.
no. No, like flip.
Oh my God.
Oh my goodness gracious.
Flip the view.
We're losing viewers.
Oh,
There's like a little button.
Yeah, I got
Yeah,
you.
technical difficulty.
Now flip the camera around where I can see
This is
it.
what happens when you do live.
He needs to see. Yeah,
Forgive me.
right.
Don't forgive me.
Yeah.
Forgive my people.
live troubles. All right.
This is what happens when you're like David. You don't pay anyone. Oh, I'm sorry. Was that loud? Go to your.
Hey, I pay you.
You do pay me well. I get paid well. Look at this. I'm getting chewed out on live right now. All right.
Wait.
Cameraman.
Let me get the whole poster in.
You ready? We'll go up here.
Am I like doing
Make sure that we got
Sign it over. Sign it over. They're saying the sign is falling. A little bit more this
All
way.
right, all right.
Let me control it. And
You ready to take over?
here's the announcement.
Drum roll, please! Woo!
There you go.
First, you get closer so they can see it. I want to let see. People see it.
Can you see it? Oh,
It's backwards. It's backwards.
Pick up the camera.
Wait, hold up.
They
We
can
got.
see it.
Mine's not backwards.
Listen.
No, you can't flip it that way. Just leave it.
You guys can't see what it
Just
says.
read
It
backwards.
says,
Just read.
Houston, we have a problem. Houston is the place that we're having national day. Everybody was wondering why Houston. I'm excited about Houston.
Didn't we just talk about why?
We
The
did.
food, right? That's what we did.
The food is
The
amazing.
airport.
2 airports in Houston.